In this video, I'll be talking about how to handle a large function and carry it out effectively. Catering to a large number of people. Let's take, for instance, you have 1,000 guests to cater for. How do you handle it as a caterer? And you are just the only caterer for that function. Someone just asked that question. If you have that large crowd, an upcoming caterer, if you have that large number, how do one go about? That was how she put the question. I know she's scared of numbers, but number shouldn't be an issue here, my sister. Don't be carried away with numbers, please don't. In fact, catering for a larger volume of people, it's even more easier than that small size you prefer to me, because all you need to do if you have that kind of large crowd is for you to just strategize yourself, put your plans together, put yourself together. If you have a gathering of 1,000 guests, divide it into 4 sections. It's going to give you 250, 250, 250. Yes, it will give you 250, 250. If I'm the one to cater for 1,000, I will have 4 7 points. Yes, I'll have 4 7.4. 4. I'll zone them, zone A, zone 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zones. Then at each of the 4 stations, I will have a supervisor there and the assistants to follow up to ensure that the food goes round. Yes, I would divide that crowd, that 1,000 guests, into 4 sections. Section 1, 2, 3, and 4. And each of the sections, we have a supervisor and an assistant to coordinate those points. Then the waiters at each station, you will have enough waiters that will go around to be dishing. So at the same time, your 4 different points will be serving food at the same time. So you can imagine how you'll be moving. This is not issue of you have 1,000 guests, you will go and bring a 10, 20, 30 waiters. We are not talking about that. No. At least each of the points for 1,000 guests should have, like, you mount averagely, let's say 15, 15, averagely 15. I don't know if you get, that's how I do my own. I don't know how you do your own. You mount 15 staff there, 15 staff, 5 people will be dishing. Yes, 5 will be dishing. Then already, you have 2 supervisors, a supervisor and an assistant there at each of the points. Then 8 people will be taking out the food at the same time. You can imagine the speed at which they'll begin to serve. So when you have this kind of number, you don't go there and start managing waiters or no. It will rubbish your work. I remember a function we had some times ago. It was 1,000 capacity, but we're 2 caterers. So I was to cater for 500. The other caterer was to cater for 500. Along the line, the organizers came when we started dishing our food for heating. They rushed back to me and said, no, madam, you know what? We want you to take additional 10 tables from this other VIP side. And I was like, but you divided this hall equally. You said 500. The other caterer 500, you 500. They said, please, we noticed something and we just want you to add up like 10 tables from the VIP side. And I didn't have a choice because we're almost about 7 that time. And I had to add up that 100 to mine. That's 600. They gave me 600 and the other caterer was left with 400 to cater for. Did you see the speed at which we did service that day? At the end of that function, there was a top military rank wife that walked to me and said, what's your name, madam? And what's your company name? I told her, third-party event managers. Like, you're going to go places because you know what you're doing. And I was like, really, ma? She said, yes. Your efficiency will take you places. How did you coordinate it? How did you do it? I said, it's God. Yes, because of the speed. For that 500 people we catered for that day, I took 30, all the staff, 30 waiters and people that were dishing, 30 good hands. So before you will be like Jack Robinson, I'd finished my work, I'd finished service, my protein was there, remaining. And the other caterer, it is well. They yelled at her, they spoke to her. In fact, I wasn't even comfortable with the way they were addressing her. But at times too, she too might have her own challenges from her end. You might not know, So it was like she had some lapses, but she got to discover so many things at the venue, because at the point they were like, can you help us do this? And I was like, me, that they added additional 500 guests, additional 100 guests to my own guests, was to say cater for 500. They gave me additional 100 to mine, making 600, and yours is 400. No, it's not possible. So what am I saying at the long run? I wasn't happy anyway, because she had some lapses, because it can happen to anyone. At times you calculate or you forecast and it doesn't play that way. That's how the work is at times. But any function you're going for, ensure you have enough to cover up. If it will not be enough, talk to the clients, talk to your clients, and do plan ABCD. Our African function. You invite one person, two, three people will be at that venue. They'll tell you to cater for 500. You'll be feeding like you'll be feeding like 600, 700. So anytime you're talking with your clients, open up and tell them the reality, the real number you're expecting. It's very important, and there's a reason why she has to plan with your own expected guests, please. So that's it. You can handle a large crowd, very easy, but planning should be, perfect here. Portion yourself so that you know each supervisor to hold responsible once anything goes wrong under strict supervision, and you keep going around to see that all the points are moving and they are moving if efficiently. The supervisor one will be mounted at each table so that they don't start jumping tables. No, this table will be set, then they'll move to the next table. They must finish with table A before moving to table B. Table B finishes before moving to table C. So that's how to handle it. Thank you.